An international model, once a finalist in the Miss Switzerland pageant, is strangled to death, dismembered with a jigsaw, and then allegedly pureed in a blender. And prosecutors say they already know who did it: her husband.
Kristina Joksimovic, a 38-year-old former model and finalist in the Miss Switzerland contest, was tragically found dead in her home in Binningen, near Basel, Switzerland, in February 2024. The autopsy revealed that she had been strangled to death. Following her death, her body was dismembered in a laundry room using a jigsaw, knife, and garden shears. The body parts were then gruesomely chopped with a hand blender, pureed, and dissolved in a chemical solution. Kristina Joksimovic, 38, was born in Binningen, Switzerland, and has Serbian heritage. She first gained recognition in 2003 when she won the Miss Northwest Switzerland title, and later became a finalist in the 2008 Miss Switzerland competition. Beyond modeling, Kristina built a successful career in IT recruitment and worked as a catwalk coach, mentoring aspiring models and businesswomen. In 2007, Swiss outlet 20 Minuten featured Joksimovic as one of the 16 contestants in the Miss Switzerland pageant, describing her as down-to-earth. She shared her love for reading and watching documentaries and films based on true stories, and mentioned that she considered her hands to be her most beautiful feature. At 16, Kristina was a sports-loving teenager when a modeling scout spotted her on the streets of Basel and invited her to compete in a beauty contest. Initially hesitant, she agreed, and just 4 years later, she became a finalist in the Miss Switzerland competition. Though she didn't win, Kristina described it as a life-changing moment, which she used as a springboard to launch her own business as a catwalk coach. During this time, I was often approached by people asking how to walk beautifully across the stage, she shared in an interview. It was only natural that over time she expanded her services to help women from all walks of life, not just aspiring models, gain confidence in walking in high heels. When women without any modeling ambitions came to me, I realized there was a real need to help them perform confidently, she explained. 60% of my clients are everyday women who want to improve their posture, overcome insecurities about wearing high heels, and boost their self-confidence to make a strong first impression. Her work as a coach garnered attention when she trained Dominique Rinderknecht, who went on to win Miss Universe Switzerland in 2013. Kristina also showcased her professional journey on her Instagram account, at Catwalk Coach, which had over 3,500 followers. In December 2016, she shared a personal moment when her then-boyfriend proposed, posting a rare photo of his face and joyfully declaring, "I said yes," with the hashtag, "Our love of my life." The couple's wedding in August 2017 was straight out of a fairy tale, held at the Grand Hotel Giesbach, a luxurious castle-like hotel perched near the stunning Giesbach Falls, overlooking Lake Brienz. Kristina looked ethereal in a lace-topped gown, with her hair loose and adorned with a simple floral crown, while Thomas was dashing in navy blue. "Forever in your arms," Kristina captioned a gallery of their wedding photos online. In the accompanying video, she wrote simply, "Pure love." There would be more heartfelt tributes from Kristina to her husband. "My rock," she called him 6 months after their wedding, while honeymooning in Argentina and Antarctica. In 2019, she celebrated him again with a birthday post, sharing a picture from their wedding on Lake Brienz, writing, "Happy birthday to the guy who stole my heart." As Kristina's life progressed, she documented her journey to motherhood, proudly posing with her growing baby bump, even as the world entered the uncertainty of the pandemic and lockdowns. But behind the carefully curated posts of a seemingly perfect life, cracks had begun to show. She and her husband, Thomas, 41, had 2 children, and lived in a large home with a picturesque view overlooking Basel. Thomas was a successful entrepreneur. On social media, the couple presented the image of a picture-perfect family. Just weeks before the events of this video, an Instagram post showed her and Thomas enjoying a romantic getaway on Lake Lucerne. Outwardly, Kristina appeared to have it all: a thriving business as a catwalk coach, a successful modeling career, and a life filled with travel, from Hawaii's surf to the Swiss ski slopes. She often reflected on the things she was most proud of, but none more than her 2 young daughters, born just 17 months apart in 2020 and 2021. In September 2021, weeks after giving birth to her second child, Kristina shared a black-and-white photo on Instagram, sitting by a lake with her eldest daughter. She captioned it, "I am proud of many things in life, but nothing beats being a mother. 2 years later, she posted another photo, this time of the whole family on a sandy shore, captioned simply, "My world." Now those images carry a tragic poignancy, a stark reminder that while a camera captures moments, it doesn't always reveal the full story. The horrifying circumstances of Kristina's death, shrouded in privacy until recently, have sent shockwaves throughout Switzerland and beyond. "To me, they seemed like the perfect family," remarked a friend of Kristina, a sentiment likely shared by many who saw the stunning model's curated life on Instagram, unaware of the darkness behind the images. Despite their seemingly idyllic life, friends revealed that the couple had been facing a marital crisis for months. Reports of domestic violence had surfaced. Police had even been called to their home on previous occasions due to incidents of domestic violence. One emergency report was made in July of the previous year. She wanted to leave him, but was afraid. It was Kristina's Serbian father who uncovered the tragedy after receiving a call from the kindergarten caring for his grandchildren, asking him to pick them up. When he contacted his son-in-law, asking about Kristina's whereabouts, Thomas calmly responded that she was in the laundry room in the basement. The horror of what followed is unimaginable, with Kristina's father reportedly left speechless with pain. Kristina's father struggled to understand why she couldn't come to the phone. After repeatedly pleading with Thomas to explain what was happening, he eventually called the police to conduct a wellness check on his daughter. In February 2024, Kristina Joksimovic's dismembered body was discovered in the laundry room of her home in Binningen, triggering a swift police investigation. Thomas, a Swiss national, was arrested a day later. Among the many horrors inflicted on Kristina, her womb was removed. As shocking as the details of her death are, perhaps the most disturbing element is that the person accused of her brutal murder was the one closest to her, her husband, a seemingly successful businessman. The tragedy of her death has left many heartbroken, and the world now sees the painful reality that was hidden behind the perfect social media facade. What followed was even more horrifying. The autopsy revealed that Kristina's body had been dismembered using a jigsaw, knife, and garden shears, with parts of her body later pureed and dissolved in a chemical solution. In March, during a crime reconstruction, Thomas claimed he killed Kristina in self-defense, alleging she had attacked him with a knife. He said he panicked and dismembered her body afterward. However, forensic reports contradicted his story, finding no evidence to support his self-defense claim. Initially, Thomas had told investigators a different version of events, saying he discovered her dead and, in a panic, dismembered her body in their laundry room. Despite Thomas's claim of self-defense, experts found no evidence to support it. Instead, prosecutors highlighted the chilling nature of the crime. Thomas displayed a high level of criminal energy, lack of empathy, and cold-bloodedness, both during the murder and in his subsequent efforts to cover it up. All this from the same man who, according to the Swiss Public Prosecutor's Office, played YouTube videos on his mobile phone while dismembering his wife's body. The autopsy report further described a planned and systematic dismemberment of Kristina's body carried out over several hours using specialized tools and chemicals. Additionally, the investigation uncovered a history of violence. Thomas had been abusive in a previous relationship, which reportedly ended just before his marriage to Kristina. This ex-partner testified that he had violent outbursts, including an incident where he ran over her foot with his car and later threatened to throw her out of the vehicle. On another occasion, while driving, he slammed the brakes, causing her to suffer whiplash when she hit her head on the dashboard. These revelations have only deepened the anguish for those who knew and loved Kristina. One can only wonder what memories, if any, her children will retain of the mother who loved them so dearly. The girls are now reportedly living with their maternal aunt. Investigators uncovered alarming details about Thomas's mental state. A forensic evaluation revealed that he exhibited sadistic sociopathic traits, with authorities highlighting his lack of empathy, cold-bloodedness, and the high level of criminal intent he displayed after the murder. It was also revealed that Thomas had a history of violence. He had previously strangled Kristina, and during the trial, prosecutors disclosed that an acquaintance had accused him of slamming Kristina's head into a wall during an earlier altercation. In September 2024, the federal court in Lausanne denied the appeal for release from custody of Thomas. Despite his appeal, the court ruled that Thomas would remain in custody as prosecutors continue their efforts to seek justice for Kristina. The case has sent shockwaves through Switzerland, with many mourning the loss of a vibrant and talented woman whose life was tragically cut short. The murder of Kristina Joksimovic serves as a chilling reminder of the hidden struggles that can unfold behind closed doors. While Kristina's public image radiated grace and success, her private life was fraught with turmoil and abuse. As the investigation unfolds, the community remains stunned by the senseless violence that took the life of a talented and cherished woman. Kristina's death left her friends and former colleagues devastated, with many expressing their grief on social media through emotional tributes on her Instagram posts. One of Kristina's notable clients was Miss Universe Switzerland, Lorena Santen, who spoke of Kristina's impact on her life. Kristina was a shining example of kindness, warmth, and dedication. I first met her in April 2023 at her catwalk studio, where she guided me with grace and expertise as I prepared for the Miss Universe Switzerland competition. Her belief in me went beyond my role as a contestant. She supported me as a person. Even during my journey to the Miss Universe stage, she sent encouraging messages and motivational words. Kristina's love and generosity touched everyone around her, and I will forever cherish the impact she had on my life. Krista Ragazzi, the 2006 Miss Switzerland winner, wrote, "No words, still sad. Rest in peace, my love." Justina Doreen Riederer, Miss Switzerland 2018, added, "Speechless. Rest in God's peace." Nadine Vinzens, Miss Switzerland 2002 and a close friend of Kristina, shared her shock with Swiss news portal now.che, saying, "I knew her well, and I met him briefly. I am totally shocked and heartbroken. Never in my life would I have thought something like this would happen." The tragic loss has not only shaken Switzerland, but has also resonated with people worldwide, where gender-based violence continues to be a pressing issue. Kristina's story highlights the often hidden struggles faced by many women, a harsh reminder of the need for greater awareness and support to protect those in abusive situations. Kristina's social media, under her business name Catwalk Coach, is still active, filled with glossy photos and videos of her demonstrating how to walk in towering heels, her preference being 10 to 15 centimeter stilettos, and slipping into her signature red-soled Louboutins. The evidence against Thomas appears overwhelming, and if convicted, he could face life imprisonment under Swiss law. Stay tuned for updates on this case. Consider joining our membership program for regular updates on the cases we cover. Stay safe out there.